Welcome back, and if you've just joined us, we are discussing some of the challenges the LGBTI community faces. Remember, you can join in the conversation by tweeting us using the hashtag #ThePeoplesImbizo. Captain Makubela, just coming back to you on some of the contradictions we are seeing from the LGBTI versus the SAPS. If you can just point us on that.
Thank you again. There is no contradiction. The people we are using to do counseling, whether you are a young one or you are an adult, if you are a victim of a crime, you need to have a counseling for that particular matter. Yes, there are these forensic social workers who are trained to talk to the young ones, because sometimes young ones cannot interact with the elders. But as much as my brothers and sisters, and as you said, they don't want to be called, whether it's a man or a woman, as they are, we take them as people like any other person. We don't discriminate when you come to the police station. Firstly, as I've indicated to you, someone said they don't choose. It's what, maybe I use the word choose to be the way they want to be. I've indicated that because I've got my colleagues, the ladies and the males, who had wives and who had husbands. But now, because they've chose to be the way they want to be, they are now married to the same-sex people. So that's why I'm saying you choose what you want to be. And on top of that, my sister as well there indicated that at the police station, there are no people like that. We've got brigadiers. You know, in the police service, a brigadier is a senior manager. We've got colonels. In the police service, there are senior managers. And those people, they are the way they are. But before, they were not like that. So they've opted to, as she indicated, that it's a feeling. They've opted to feel somebody who is the same sex to them. So nobody discriminates them, and they are still working. We are still working with them. And when we go out, like we go to the management Imbizos outside of the province, we do go along with our partners, and they come along with their partners. So we interact. So there is no discrimination. And the only problem which I have is when they come to the police station and other colleagues of mine, they ill-treat them, or they isolate them, or they don't treat them as they wish to be treated. Let them be treated like equal. If they feel that there is somebody at the police station who didn't treat them equally, so they are free to call for the station commander to say they want to see the station commander and lay their complaints to that particular member. If he has ill-treated them indeed, after investigation, we will deal with him.
Thank you, Captain. I think just to our audience, what the Captain says by you choose it, he does not mean you choose to be lesbian, you choose to be gay. You choose to express your life that way. Because some people are married, but they might be gay. They are married, they might be lesbian. I think what his point is that you choose to say, I want to come out. This is who I am, and I'm no longer going to hide who I am. He's not saying you wake up one day and you choose to be gay. No. He's saying you choose to come out. You choose to be an active person saying, enough is enough, I want a standpoint. So, any reaction from our audience?
Okay, thank you again. Okay, you're right when with what you just said right now, that you don't choose to be gay or lesbian, and also you don't also choose to wake up in the morning and saying I want to come out. There's still a contradiction to that. You end up choosing when to come out due to oppression under your parents, your friends, peers, or anything, you understand? Because you might find out there are those married couples Ntate ona he's now 40 years. He's been married for 30 years, or I mean, actually for 25 years or 13 years. I'm sorry. And then, he's still. I mean, he's married to a wife, but because he's hiding this that he's feeling for such a long period of time because of oppression and I feel now thinking I can't anymore, because this thing, I mean, haunts you to an extent. Okay, you can't even take it anymore. You now need to date bana ba banyane because nako yao is ile, you understand. So you don't choose. Now I for one would say you don't choose when to come out. When the time is right, then that is when you're gonna have to come out of the closet that you've been in, and then we'll pay them life out. Because I've been gay all my life, and there are those. I'm 24 this year. There are those only who just thinking I can't. Ke hlahise the sexuality ya ka to the public. What are they going to say? Heso ke ntate wa ka ke moruti, mama wa ka ke moruti, re the Christians go high, and then ke tlo swabisa batho ba kontlong. You understand? I think maybe point ya ka was quite clear on that one.
Thank you. What I would like to say is that our rights are being violated by our parents, because I have a right to love whoever I want. They cannot choose for me to go and love a woman. If I don't love a woman, I don't love a woman. So I have a right to love whoever I want. So that's why the captain said his colleagues, like, they're only coming out like now they were married to a woman or married to a husband. It's because of their right were being violated. They were being oppressed. But for us, because of I was grown, I grew up being gay. I've never been like expressed like, you know, mom, I want a woman. No. Or like, when I tell you have to date a woman. No. They just accepted me the way I am. And that's how I am.
What's up, Tata Police Station in Happy Bo Hatella? Ubu pointile wena ntate. Ga hatela ke bothata bana ba hore ha o fitla desking yane ya lone ka pele yana ke tsebile bitsa yane ka pele yane. Nna police station wa tsa I'm a one guy I hate her. Wa tsa bani ne ke na le case ka 2015 ya accident. Wa ithola that case ha I attend or from police station in it's hore ke motho mo, because ke the way ke leng ka teng. You understand? Azange attend ka tsela e right. You get me? And in those months hola fitla ke e reichiwe bala ba etsa joke bala ba itsheya, and kana go le tsheya la re offend le re fitisa small. Wa ithola nto immediately batho ba ba ka pele ba tsheya, and almost all the time nini o tlo ha o fitla ka police station no o tlo fitla o tlo thola ba ipere hempetse ngotseng police ba sena di name tag gobane ga batla di name tag. Re tsebo hore ha re le point of station command never o fitlo bitse maponesa ka police station ka o fela ke tlo supa gore ke yona lwane gobane ba pateng name tag batho ba ha ba police station.
I think, Captain, there's something I asked earlier on, and that specifically spoke about, is there a specific sector or office that deals with LGBTI firstly? Is there that specific office? And does capacity or lack of resources or not enough police people at the citizen police stations, is it a problem?
As I've indicated, a crime is a crime. There is no gay murder or there is no assault for gay or lesbian. Assault is an assault. So when the cases are open at the police station, we do investigate them all. Whether you are gay or you are whatever, we do investigate all those cases. That's where I said to you, when even we have our counselors, those people who are trained in a victim support center, they are based there to make sure that any person who comes
As a victim,
that particular person is getting assistance. So the issue of your sex does not work, we don't treat it like that, because remember we've got males and females, né? So if it's a female, we will get a female person who will talk to that particular person. If it's a male, we will get a male person who will talk to that. Sometimes you found that us as a male, myself, I've trained to treat cases of female violence, child protection and sexual offenses. I know how to treat a young ones. I know how to talk to a woman who is a victim. I'm sensitive to all those type of things. So that's why even you hear our government, when they say to the people who are at the front, there must be the people who are properly trained to deal with specific crimes. So those are the things which I can indicate to you. So our colleagues here, they must not afraid to go to the police station. As she indicated that there are some who are in front of the desk, but they don't have a name tag. That's a misconduct. That particular person, if he stand in front of the desk or he walk along the street without a name tag, it's a misconduct because it's not a fully uniform. If you are wearing a fully uniform, your name tag must be on your right side. So that's why it's very important, if you see something like that, report it immediately before the person can disappear. And that particular, even if you can go, we know when you say, I went to the police station at this time, I went to the police station on this date, and when we investigate, we will call those people, all those people who were on duty on that day. We've got the record of the people who report on duty. So there is no one who can run away and say, I was not there. Whereas in our records, we know that particular person was on duty.
Just moving away from SAPS and reporting crimes, I'd just like to ask you, Sidwell, how is health in the LGBTI community? Because there was a period where HIV was very high in the community. So we have seen through the government that they have a national development plan that goes towards decreasing HIV and AIDS and TB and so forth in the LGBTI community. So just take us through the health prospects.
Okay, you have definitely touched on a very important note. To start with, okay, the captain can say we are isolating ourselves or something. You go to the clinic specifically having a problem at the back or something. When you have to go there and say, I'm bleeding or something, automatically the person who's assisting you is going to be more of a joke. Why? Because they clearly see that you are gay or something. But if it was a different person going there, normal female, and say, I've got bleeding at the back, it was not going to be like that. So now I'm not defending them, please understand me. What I'm saying is that I'm also challenging the Department of Health also to come up and say, let us have those resources to help LGBTI people. We are also, again, touching on that, trying to train to teach our LGBTI people to say, let us practice safe sex. Let us know that HIV and AIDS is there and it kills. But most of the answers that we go on the outreach when we reach out to them is that I am afraid to go and collect medication at the clinic because whenever I go there, I'll get some certain remarks about my sexuality and everything. So now we are really facing a very, very huge thing whereby our LGBTI people out there, they are not feeling secure enough to go and say, I've got a right to receive my treatment. I've got a right to be treated for 1, 2, 3 that I'm going through. Yes, their health, when it comes to health reasons and everything, we understand through researches and everything that the LGBTI people are the ones that are on high risk. But what does government do on that thing? They cannot say we are doing 1, 2, 3 to assist them, but then where else we never seen them saying, guys, come up, let us do 1, 2, 3, what can we do about that? Whenever you go to a clinic to say, no, I suspect that I've contaminated an STI and everything. If you are a gay person or you are an LGBTI person, believe you me, the remarks that you are going to get there are quite disturbing. And we are trying by all means to say, let us not, sometimes you'll just say, you know what, let me just go to a normal guy so that at least I can get help. So that's why we are even asking, can we at least have some where we go and say, you know what, and LGBTI people go there and we don't want to feel like that. We don't want to be isolated. We want to be treated like anyone. When I'm there in a queue sitting there the whole day to be treated, let the treatment be the same. Let us be assisted so that they can be able to reduce this stigma that they are talking about, that they have quite a high number of LGBTI people.
And coming to you, Joseph, just touching on what Sidwell is saying, that they want to go to a facility, they want help, but the stigma plays a very big role. What is the community and the councillors and so forth and government in whole doing to make sure that they feel included?
Firstly, I indicate that a lack of knowledge, it is a problem for us and even our society. And then even the religious system, the cultures, they take part on that. But if we can manage to get the education and educate the people about this thing, there will be no problem. But the first problem of us, we must know where this, because I'm dealing with the religious system, and then in my department, everything before it goes to physical realm, it started from spiritual. So I can say to our colleagues here, gay and lesbian, according to God, it is a spirit. And then each and every person who's living in this planet, there is a spirit behind you, no matter what. So the answer is this one. To get the answer of this, we have to go to an author of the spirit.
Just Joseph, just to hold you on there a bit. Does the community have direct programs to assist? Because you diverting from the actual topic and question, because some people might say, I'm not Christian, therefore already you talking about God is an offense to them. So let's talk about the actual thing. Does the community have projects that are saying, today we are raising awareness? Because you keep going to the fact that lack of knowledge is a big problem. What are you then doing to create awareness of the sector? Do you have awareness campaigns?
That's why I say our council has cleaned everything, and then this year we have come with a programs, and then this one, it was included there. Although we did not put it in action, but it's still on the pipeline, because we have managed and see that the lesbian and gay are treated badly, and then there is a spirit of hatred for them, and then they still our brothers and sisters within the order. So here in our order, we want to be the brothers and sisters, no matter you choose to live this way and way. For answering you, the program is on the way. We have identified that truly we need to assist each others. It is whereby when it is whereby we need to work together with lesbian and gay, and then even the society, we have to teach them how to handle this situation, because at the end of the day, the one who suffers is the community, and then the ward councillor is there for everyone.
And Joseph, there has been a killing or killings that have happened in Everton of gays, lesbians and so forth. Has the community or the councillor, because you said that it's their second term, were they involved in probably the investigations of this? Were they in support of this, or was it just another thing that was thrown in the wayside?
We did support it maybe 60 to 80%. We did not ignore it. Although the matter, when it reached to our councillor, the councillor takes the matter to the police station. The police station is the one who takes everything, but we've got those incidents, and then we did not keep quiet. We attended and then managed to control it, and then we've got a public meeting. In each public meeting, we discuss all of these things. Guys, this is bad and this is not bad. What left us is to run the program, but each meeting we go to with the public, we indicate that, guys, lesbian and gays are the people like us, and then they did not choose to live that way. Some of them, they say there is a spirit, and then we cannot go out with this spirit. And then answering you, the councillor and us, we notice this and then we support it. We don't fight it.
I have an issue with the word spirit. I have an issue with the word spirit. Joseph, I have an issue with the word spirit.
Okay.
I feel like the spirit word should not be used, because if you're saying I have a spirit,
all right, I understand.
It's a bit bad.
No,
because we've had some people that have been victimized because of it's a spirit, because of banalema demoni, because of so many other things. So when you say it's a spirit, there's already a wrong term right there. So I'm just going to pose a question to the audience, just your reaction to if you have a spirit.
I disagree on lack of knowledge. For me personally, it's ignorance, because of there are TV programs that teach us every day about gays and lesbians. So when you say lack of knowledge, it means when you are ignorant to follow that story or to follow that programs.
My question is for you, Mr. Joseph. What that kind of a spirit that you're on about?
Before you answer that, Sidwell would just like to add something. Can we have Sidwell add, and then you can answer? Okay, Sidwell?
Thank you. And Dr. Joseph, I'm actually disappointed because you're our counselor. First and foremost, the reason that we have been discriminated as churches, and there are those known churches out there that whereby we have been discriminated. After what Dr. Joseph being a counselor and dealing with religious and Christianity things, and keep on saying and repeatedly saying it's a spirit, then it means that's why we have been isolated at the churches, because the spirit doesn't allow us to be inside the church. So now I take him back to the office to go and research, because an LGBT is not a spirit, and that one we can debate it the whole day and night. We are human being. If a male is a male being born a male, it's not a spirit because it's a male. Let us correct that one. We are human beings. Since Ndatuma Kubera said we are human beings, let us not isolate ourselves. So if we are LGBTI and we are being called spirit, immediately it shows that we are being discriminated on that one. So now, going back to him, when he goes back to the office, if he does an agreement from the office, then it means there's a lack of knowledge that needs to be done. Also again, I challenge them, whenever we've got safe spaces, whenever we've got dialogues, because they don't have a knowledge, let them be the ones who invite us, those LGBT NGOs, to say, guys, can you please teach us? We've got gender office there. We never got a call from the gender office saying, cancel us or whoever they want and learn more from you guys. So it's high time that we challenge them and say, SAPS, cancel us, call us in and say, Sidwell, what do you get from those? Remember, we are dealing with these people, LGBTI people, directly more than they deal with them. And we know what they are facing. So it's high time that they interact with us so that they can learn and know more. And also go back to those reverends and pastors who are discriminated and who've got that mindset saying LGBT is a spirit. There's no spirit in LGBTI. We are human beings and we deserve to be loved the same. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Just to our panel, I'm going to ask everyone, each and every one of you, to give me just 2 minutes of their closing remarks and their standpoint on the challenges that the sector faces. Starting with you, Dr. Joseph, just your 2 minutes of closing arguments.
2 minutes because I have to arrange the question.
Okay, you can answer, you can reply, and then you can have your closing comments.
Okay. So when I'm saying a spirit, so mutu emulemu opilagad a spirit. You cannot live without a spirit, and your spirit will take a decision over what kind of a characteristics and then when I say the gay and the gay lesbian and the gays, hakere banally the spirit. In each and everything there is a spirit behind. There is a spirit controlling me, and then a lack of knowledge. I understand that. Ignorance. Re ignore a spirit. So mutemu lemo happy only a spirit. Who depend on a spirit says in killing kisses and the choice ain't getting if. Kiona friend better shall someone issue. Nekesare lesbian and gay, there is a spirit behind. Each and every person near pillar only a spirit behind. There is a spirit forcing you to do the things. There is a spirit behind me.
All right, your closing remarks?
Okay. The closing really a work counselor committee. Really that counselor wa 19. Ward 19. mofuta wa batho banana ba treatwa ka tsela e fosahetseng. Rona re le ward councillor re tla sebetsa le bona, re sebetse le batho hore re tle re kgone ho fihlella tharollo ya hore e mong le mong a ska ba isolated ka hare, and then re phele jwang, re phele jwalo ka batho ba bitsitsweng ke Modimo ba tlo phelelang ho thusana.
Thank you so much. Dr. Makwena?
Thank you very much. What I can say is that police are there to save everyone. And if people feel they are not treated the way they feel that it's human, they are free to report them so that those matters can be investigated. And those people, if they are found that indeed they have violated other people's rights, action will be taken against them. So what I want to say, it's very much experimentally for this interview today. I didn't know that my colleagues, they are very much sensitive like the way they have acted today. So from today I know that as much as I'm working with other people, you know, my colleagues who I'm working with them, we are, you know, we're hugging, doing everything like normal. Even the ladies who are lesbian, some they call me their brother. They don't even call me by the rank because of the way we are living. So we are saying, go to the police, report your matters. If there is a violation of anything or criminal activities happen against you, then we will take action. We'll make sure those people are followed and arrested, and we send them to jail. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sidwell?
Thank you. All right, firstly, it will go to the SAPS. Dade K. Makubel, as you represent the whole of Gauteng, me knowing you, I would like to give a challenge to you to say, go back to the SAPS sector. Give them a challenge and say, guys, we need to learn and understand who these people are. We live with them on our everyday lives. Can we get rid of this thing whenever we go out to meet those people, to always being told that we are discriminating them whenever they come to the office? How nice it is to go out and report their case and just be given a clear and fair chance to report your case and then go back there. And also again, our hate crime cases, the follow-up on them is not quite satisfying like any other cases. So it's also a challenge to SAPS to that Makubel, whenever they've got those regional meetings, and say, guys, what do we do about these court cases of these people? Again, now going back to the councillor's office as a whole, can they please start now, from now on going forth, to say, guys, what can we do to engage with these guys? What can we do to engage with these LGBTI people so that they can be recognized and then we can work well with them? We've got different activities that we're doing of LGBTI people. We have never seen the grace of councillors. We are blessed by having Mam City because she's on the gender offices. We know that whenever we've got issues, we approach her. That's only the place that will get help. But then from our councillors and anything, we don't get help. Whenever we are supposed to have a safe space, it becomes a problem. And remember, we are teaching people out there so that they can learn. But we are expecting them to come back on board, sit down with us around one table. Let us engage, let us teach them, let us give them statistics of how far we are going, whatever we are facing. Those families that they hate their kids because of being LGBTI. It's high time they come on board, and then we sit down, SAPS, councillors, and then we understand and we work together as one thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Sidwell. This has been yet another informative conversation about you, with you, and for you. For myself, Masachaba, and the team, thank you for watching. Goodbye.